consequently, there's a form over here that I'd like y'all to fill out before you leave today, and give me your name and who you are, and if you have any interest, what your special interests are, or what your particular issues are also. I hope you've all come with some questions on your mind, and hopefully this is all about you. This isn't about me answering your questions. We invited, as you can see, I have 3 chairs up here, and I did a lot of telephoning, and Heath Shuler was invited on several different occasions. I did see him the other night when I was up in Cashiers. He was at a small group that was meeting concerning the poverty in Jackson County. He was up there, but I didn't get a chance to see him. He got out the door before I caught him. So but we had the chair out just in case he decided to come over and join us. I know he's in town somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where. We also I spoke with Senator Burr's office, and I talked to his representative over in Winston-Salem by the name of Garth Regan, and he called me on Wednesday and said that he did not think a representative could get here, nor could Senator Burr could come either to our organization. And but we have a chair for him just in case he decided to come. Then we also invited our senator, Kay Hagan, and she also, she's a part of the Democrat Association, and we called her. So we have a chair for Kay Hagan, and I've been hoping against hope that one of them would come, but it doesn't look like that they are going to be here. But I did get a letter from Senator Burr's office, and I do have, I was unable to make copies of it this morning. We had a lot of people report out of duty, so a lot of things fell on my shoulders that I wasn't expecting to be on my shoulders. So I didn't get any copies made, but I'll be glad to share it with you and mail you a copy, or you can come by the headquarters that we have on Main Street in downtown Silva and pick up a copy. I'll have some run off tomorrow. But I did get a letter, and he does talk about his views. And then I found out this afternoon, Bobby Coggins, who is known as Thunder Pig around political circles, he is doing the video of this group here, and he tells me that Senator Burr is going to be in town tomorrow at 9 a.m. out in the Qualis Center. And one thing I said to Bobby, I commented, why couldn't he come over just a little bit early, spend an hour with us, or 2 hours, from 4 to 6, spend the night in beautiful western North Carolina, and go to his meeting at 9 o'clock in the morning out in Quala. I would think that would be a good, tight schedule, but I would think it would be something that he could have done. But obviously he was delayed, and he couldn't get over here any earlier than tomorrow morning. But this, the folks here, we have all the information up here where you can contact all these people if you have something that you want to talk to them about. They've got telephone numbers, they've got field representatives, you've got a lot of representation from our electorate, and that's on a local basis too. We have all that information over here. So just avail yourself of that and take whatever any information that you want to, that you can use actually. All right. Yes, would you mind, Jeannie? That would be a good idea. You could pass them out. This is a little sheet if you don't mind. And this young man over here is videoing us. So we may be on YouTube. We also invited WLOS to come, and we invited WRGC. And Eric over at WRGC said that he might be able to get over here this afternoon. We will be talking about it on the radio tomorrow. They do no live broadcast. Anyway, this is all about y'all. Not about us. We have some people that are also officers in our Republican organization. The 2 gentlemen standing, if you'll stand up back there, Ralph and Jim. That is Jim, isn't it? You got a pen? Yes. Yes, okay. All right, I wasn't expecting you to be here. Anyway, those fellows both serve in our organization, so if you have any questions about our organizations, they're good ones to ask. They're working on different facets in the organization. Jeannie Sounder, who's passing out those papers, is also in our organization. She holds an officer's seat. Danny Keever back there, he's also on our executive board for the Republican organization, so you can ask him questions too. So, I think I've introduced everybody, have I not, that's connected with our organization? Have I forgotten anybody? Vicki here is, she's the photographer for our organization, and she is a good representative for the pro-life group. She didn't bring us any material for you to pick up today, but if you want any information about pro-life, Vicki would be a good one to talk to. So, we're down to your questions or comments, all righty? So everybody is going to have an opportunity to speak, because I'm shutting up as of now, all righty? So, I've got a man now right here that's anxious to get on board. You want to come on down and take this microphone. Tell me who you are. What is your name, sir?
My name is Geo Shepherd. I'm a native of this area.
Native of Jackson County?
So we're in Transylvania.
Transylvania. Okay.
I had several questions to address to the employees. I have no problem addressing Richard Burr. I have no problem addressing Richard Burr because I've been in communication with him and I know exactly where he stands. I'm sorry. Yes. I have no problem with Richard Burr. I know where he stands. I've talked with him. I do have a problem particularly with Kay Hagan. I have sent her emails, telephone calls, letters, faxes on end without any reply except one form letter, which is rather insulting when you take the time to jot down reviews and send them in. I've heard nothing from Heath Shuler. I understand from goggling on Google that he is going to vote against the health care, and I appreciate that. Maybe he can make up for what he did in the spending bill. The one that really alarms me is Kay Hagan. I just don't understand where she's coming from, and I'm very fearful. Our country is in grave peril. We're being taken over by the left. I was very happy to see the manifesto or the oath here, because I had tried to download it just before I came over here, and I heartily endorse giving this to all of our representatives. And if they can't sign that, they shouldn't be in office. And that really, I monopolized the conversation. I'm practically against everything that's going on.
And I'm sure you probably have a few ideas about the solution for some of those things that you're against. You hear all the time that the Republican Party is always the no party, but we put out a lot of resolutions and a lot of solutions to what they are. And I'm glad that you're in contact with everybody. That's very good. We're looking for someone to replace that one and that one. So, and this is where